Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm
1
Gloria
minute, 50
Stefan. I am
seconds.
so glad
And then we're
you've
on you,
joined
Julie.
us as a supporter of the National MS Society. I wanted to personally thank you for your role in helping fuel the research, advocacy, and connections that the Society creates for those living with MS. Nearly 1 million people in the United States are living with the challenges and uncertainty of MS. Thanks to the support of people like you, we have built an incredible movement that is willing to do whatever it takes. We've funded more than 1,000 early career researchers who have been behind nearly every major breakthrough and treatment. We've driven billions of dollars in federal research funding and ensured voices of people with MS are always heard in courtrooms and boardrooms where we fight for access and affordability, in media where we tell our stories, and in the halls of power where we make our needs known. We have built a network of resources and events that help people live less isolated, more informed, happier lives, whether that means one newly diagnosed person finding education they need online, or 50,000 people who are benefiting from personalized support of MS navigators. This is what's possible
30
when we
seconds
put
till
the
we go live.
voices and
I'll give you
needs
that 10-second
of
visual,
people
Julie.
affected by MS first. This is what's possible when we convene passionate people, catalyze progress on a global scale, and make the most strategic use of every dollar we raise. I hope that this event leaves you inspired to support the MS movement, and I personally ask you to join me in this very important cause. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Julie Leggett, and I'm the president of the Ohio market of the National MS Society. I am so excited for all of you to join us this evening. Your attendance and support is making a difference in the lives of those with MS. So I want to give you a reminder and let you all know that the silent auction closes at 8:15. There's some really great items if you haven't already taken a look. You can text Columbus DOC to 76278, or you can go to columbusdoc.givesmart.com and you can find all of those great items there. The research services and awareness efforts of the National MS Society depend on the generosity of our supporters. I'd like to take a moment to recognize today's sponsors and their commitment to the Society's mission. Brexton, Ohio Health, Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Genentech, Sanofi Genzyme, and Accenture. We can't thank you enough for your support. And now let's hear from Michelle.
Thank you for being here tonight. I'm Michelle Tower, and I'm the current chair of the Ohio Board of Trustees. Every one of us has the power to achieve breakthroughs, uncover solutions, and help create a world free of MS. We have brought the world together to set standards for diagnosing MS quickly and accurately, and to crystallize the distinction between relapsing, remitting, and progressive MS. Our hope is that each of you leaves here tonight feeling more informed, empowered, and inspired to take action and join the movement to do something about MS now and end this disease forever. As we recognize the 75th anniversary of the start of the MS Society, we want to take a moment and reflect how far we've come. MS was neglected and poorly understood when Sylvia Lowry started this society in 1946. But together, we've reshaped life with MS. If one person's passion and perseverance can launch a movement that's led to more breakthroughs than the world has seen for any other neurological disease, imagine what our movement can achieve today and how much of a difference your support makes. What began with one woman's vision and commitment is today a 50-state network leading a global charge to create a world free of MS. We have paved the way for over 20 treatment options available today, none of which existed just 30 years ago. We have uncovered the role of immune cells in disease progression and treatment, and the possibilities of restoring function through myelin repair, nervous system, and rewiring. We have funded over 1,000 early career researchers who have since been behind nearly every major breakthrough and treatment. We have driven billions of dollars in federal research funding, won state-level reforms for quality respite services and home modification tax credits, and ensured that the voice of those with MS is always heard in courtrooms and boardrooms where we fight for access and affordability, in media where we tell our stories, and in the halls of power where we make our needs known. We have built a network of resources and events that help people affected by MS live less isolated, more informed, happier lives. Whether that means one newly diagnosed person finding the education program that they need online, 50,000 people benefiting from the in-depth personalized support of MS navigators, or 300,000 people stepping forward to walk MS each and every year. This is what's possible when we put the voices and needs of people affected by MS first, convene people and catalyze progress on a global scale, and make the most strategic use of every dollar our movement raises. Every one of us has the power to achieve breakthroughs, uncover solutions, and help create a world free of MS. Let's join together and give all that we can, our time, our resources, our energy, until we create a world free of MS. We're in this together, and in the next chapter of the MS movement is ours to write. MS can be harsh, unfair, overwhelming, an unpredictable disease of the central nervous system that can affect everything the body does. Despite all of our progress, and despite all that we've learned, 1 million people still live with the challenges and uncertainty of MS. Every one of their journeys is unique. Every one of their lives matters, but no one has to face MS alone. Breakthroughs that have happened up to now because of the continued support of all of you. I want to thank you again for being here and for joining this movement, and together we will break through MS.
Thank you, Michelle. 75 years, we have come a long way, but we still have a lot more work to do. Now let's hear a few words from some of our sponsors for this evening.
Dear MS, I hated you because in the prime of my life, you barged in and dominated it. I realize now that you didn't take everything from me. You actually gave me some things too. So regardless of whether you try to wreak havoc again, I only have this to say. Get out of here, you punk. You picked the wrong woman to fight. Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacqueline Nicholas, and I'm the System Chief of MS and Neuroimmunology at the Ohio Health MS Center at Riverside Methodist Hospital. We are so happy to be here tonight with all of you virtually, and we are committed to caring for individuals and their families with MS throughout the community. We're committed to our partnership with the National MS Society, and we're hoping to work towards ending MS forever. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thanks so much for supporting the National MS Society.
Thank you again to all of the sponsors for their continued support of the National MS Society. Together, we are stronger. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kenneth Mankowski. Dr. Mankowski is the medical director of Mount Carmel St. Anne's Comprehensive MS Center, and also the MS Society recognized Dayton Center for Neurological Disorders Comprehension's MS Center.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I appreciate and honor to be part of the Dinner of Champions and being invited by the National MS Society. It is so exciting to talk to a group of people that deal with multiple sclerosis as part of a family of someone who suffers from a disease, has a disease, a caregiver, or just a provider and part of the team. I started my practice back in 2001, and we've come so far. And I'm always careful to be too excited and acknowledge that we don't have a cure, which is the ultimate goal, and acknowledging that people still have to deal with this chronic illness, which can be so difficult at times. But just looking a brief look in the past and where we are today, and hopefully predicting the future, it is so exciting. When I started in practice, we literally had 2, maybe 3 treatment options. And it really was, success was defined as slowing down the worsening of this disease. And that's such a difficult conversation to have with a person who's faced with this new diagnosis. We really had these few medicines, and we just had to almost like forcing a square peg into a round hole sometimes. And it wasn't always a good match, didn't always get what we wanted or expected for our patients. But today, we live in an exciting time of having over 18 choices of treatments for our patients. All depends how you want to divide and clump them together. But today, it's no longer doom and gloom. It really is. The first comment that comes out of my words when I meet a newly diagnosed patient is, live your life. All the plans you had with your family, with your profession, with recreation, we may hit some bumps along the way, but it really is our expectation that your bucket list and your dreams no longer have to change because of this disease. We now actually open the door to improvement. So forget about the days when we just wanted to slow down the inevitable. We now have treatment choices, not always easy, but if we can find the right medication for the right patient at the right time, not only can we put this disease many times into a remission or remission-like state, a quiet state, we actually opened a door to improvement. For the first, we wouldn't even talked about this concept 15 years ago. The idea that if we convince a patient to commit to a treatment strategy, that they actually can not only be stable and live their lives, but can actually have hope for improvement. And that's just a new day, and I anticipate even better news around the corner in years to come. So it's really this new approach about individualized or personalized medicine that really is a game changer, completely different than the old days when we only had a couple of choices. And for many people, they were inadequate choices. So now what we have to do is really, as providers, whether we're part of the team as a nurse, a neurologist, a nurse practitioner, physician assistant, physical therapist, occupational therapist, social worker, pharmacist. It's amazing to even talk about that team. We didn't have such a comprehensive team trying to help our patients in the past. So we've come such a long way in so many ways, but it's so much about getting to know who that patient is. Everyone is different. So now at the beginning, after a diagnosis, it's more about listening to the patient than just giving them a few choices and getting them on their way. It's so important for us to listen. Who is the patient? How old are they? What are their goals in life? Are they willing to put up with some inconvenience for their treatment? Are they willing to put effort into diet and lifestyle changes or not? Are they willing to put up with a little bit of risk for maybe more efficacy from their drug? What are their expectations? What are their concerns? What are their fears? And it's really then when we can take those 18, 20 plus choices and whittle them down to 1, 2, or 3 good choices for that patient, and then really sort of beat it up and debate it and really try to stack the odds in our patient's favor of success with a medication that they can believe in, they can be comfortable with, and open a door to success. And then our really science becomes watching with them and monitoring with them to make sure we're getting the efficacy, making sure that we're supporting them with the broad team of support to make sure we're really taking a comprehensive approach. The medication to take care of the immune system is so important, but really engaging social support, physical therapy, making sure we're taking care of the person as a whole. Don't become isolated, being happy and interactive with people, really making sure that we're taking care of the entire person is really when we see success with our patients and can really move forward with a much brighter light and really live your life and let us worry about MS And MS is just a small part of the story instead of it being the focus and the sort of the negative dark cloud every day. And I think we've made major progress, and I have no reason to think that we're not going to continue to make that progress. So it really is about hope and acknowledging and recognizing where we're at today and where we all believe that we will be tomorrow. Getting into a more specific topic here in 2021, coming off a strange and difficult year for many with the pandemic, is I have a lot of patients asking me, I have a lot of other providers asking me, how do we handle the COVID vaccine now that it's becoming available with our MS patients? And I want to be careful. This isn't to give medical advice to individuals out there, but as general information, the best guide is, in general, I'm an advocate for a patient getting the COVID vaccine. I think the benefit far outweighs the risk for many, and in fact, most people. But really the decision needs to be made as an individual with their primary care physician and their neurology provider to make sure you're making a good decision on whether or not you should get the vaccine. And overwhelmingly the answer is yes. And make sure you time the vaccine. It's complicated. Based on what medication you're on, that may dictate the timing of your vaccine based on the cycle of your dosing and so forth. And I don't want to get into individual medications and get too detailed, but it is important that the decision is made, primary care doctor, your neurologist, and all being aware of which MS therapeutic you're on, because that does make a difference of the timing and efficacy of the vaccine. MS in general, it's important to know, we do not believe that the vaccine increases the risk of an MS exacerbation or MS flare-up in any great numbers or great concern. That's different than what we may have thought 20 years ago about vaccination. Certainly different than we talk about live vaccines, which is not the case with the two currently available COVID vaccinations, which can be referred to as dead or fragments of the virus. So it doesn't pose that risk to people with MS regarding relapse or exacerbation or unexpected complications. So again, I'm enthusiastic. We're excited that we have that opportunity and availability of vaccines. I think it's going to help us get to the next step and move on from this pandemic. But it's a complicated story, important to engage the right people and make sure you make a good decision for what's best for you as an individual. So again, thanks so much to the MS Society for continuing to support the MS community through events like this evening with the Dinner of Champions. Look forward to being involved with the organization going forward.
Thank you, Dr. Mankowski. The progress we made is truly inspiring. Everyone can help to keep the progress to end MS moving to an end. Let's take a moment and hear how MS has changed the lives of these young people.
My name is Joshua and I'm 7 years old.
Hi, my name's Doug. I play center for my high school team.
I'm Hannah. I play with my dog. I listen to music. I enjoy photography and I like taking pictures of everything around me.
My name is Peter. This is Harlem. I live right here, right in the corner. I like playing basketball and I live a great life.
I'm 18 years old and I have MS.
I'm 17 years old and I was diagnosed with MS.
I'm 14 years old and I have multiple sclerosis.
And I have MS and I forget stuff and sometimes my legs hurt and I can't see.
I woke up and I could not feel my lower half. It was completely numb and I was very confused.
He was sitting in front of a 40-inch television 10 feet away and said, you know, if I close one eye, I can hear the people, but I can't see them on the TV.
And then it turns out, you know, it was optic neuritis. So I go to the hospital and they had me, you know, in an MRI machine and they saw the lesions on my brain. And at first, you know, it was really scary. It was because I didn't know anything about it whatsoever.
We don't have a cure for MS, but we do have treatments. And we have good ways to help prevent now long-term disability.
When I first found out Joshua had MS, I was a little confused. I didn't know too much information on MS. I also, from past experiences with other doctors, misdiagnosing him and just brushing me off so much that when he was diagnosed with MS, it was hard for me to take that in.
The National Multiple Sclerosis Society has a wealth of information to help children, teenagers, and their families find informed and accurate information about multiple sclerosis.
I have to inject myself after use a treatment. This is what it looks like.
There are other teenagers and children living with multiple sclerosis, and the National MS Society and other resources can help you connect with other teenagers who can help you through this journey as well.
Some advice that I would have for somebody that is newly diagnosed is, to be honest, just keep living your life.
Do not panic. It can be a serious problem, but it's not the end of the world.
There are really no limitations. You can be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, astronaut, teacher, but there's nothing that you can't do, and we can work together to help overcome any challenges that occur.
One thing that MS has taught me about myself is that I'm definitely a stronger person than I really thought I ever could be.
I'm brave because I go to the doctor and do tests, and I'm not scared.
The MS doesn't stop me, just saying. I just feel like a normal kid, and that's it.
MS has made me a stronger person. It's just made me think that I can get through anything. After I've been told that I have MS, I can accomplish anything that I set myself to do.
Wow, how inspiring was that? Yes, kids get MS too. That's just another reason why we have to continue to do the research and to provide the programs and support until we have that day where we've ended MS forever. So I'd like to ask Michelle Tower, my current board chair, to come up and join me. And this is the part where everybody can be part of this. Thank you, Michelle, for joining me.
Hey, Julie, glad to join you.
Well, I want to let everybody know tonight that I have received a $500 match gift that I would like to ask anyone and everyone that's in attendance tonight to repeat. You can do so by using the information for GiveSmart on our screen and just get out your phone. And just maybe you'd like to double that or triple that, or maybe greatly increase that number. If you can do that, we ask you to please do so to end MS forever. And let's do it in this decade. Let's make this our last chapter for MS.
Let's do it. And I'm sincerely amazed by the children's resiliency in that video. I mean, 10,000 children being diagnosed with MS. I was shocked upon that initial, statement. And really at our 2019 leadership conference, I had the opportunity to meet Hannah, and how impressive at her maturity and her interest to really reach out and learn from the community of what's out there, what social networks and communities exist for her to learn about MS from her peers and from others that are in that same situation. And what are they going through, and how to form that community and find others to network with and figure it out on her own. Of course, she had her mom, and of course I spoke to her mom, and her mom was doing traditional things and reaching out to the website and to Navigator and talking to doctors, but the children were doing what they do best, social media. It was pretty neat to learn through their eyes.
Absolutely. Well, one thing that I loved during that presentation was where they said, yes, I have MS, but I can still be a doctor. I can still be a scientist. I can still be. And that's because the generous support that we have received as an organization from everyone that wants to support this research and get us one step closer to that cure.
right?
I see
Nothing
some
like-
numbers popping up. I see numbers popping up on the screen. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see the support rolling in, and we can't do it without all of you. And we absolutely need the support, not just for children, but for everyone out there. The services are so core to the MS Society. It is one of the biggest investments that we made next to the research for, for drugs and for really all of the protocols that we do for, MS research. But the services are just equally par, because people are living with MS and they need the services, and they need to understand when they're in that pinch, how to survive and how to get through daily challenges and struggles, and they can be anything small to very large challenges. And so I've seen those up close, and it's such a blessing to have the MS Navigator and many of the services through our websites, and just to know that those are there to help everyone. Fantastic.
Absolutely. I have had the privilege to meet so many of our brightest and talented researchers that we have working on this. And the fact that we're the largest private funder of research in the world, when I say that, I have to take a big breath, because that's in the world. We brought the brightest minds together that are working on this. So we know that someday there will be a world free of MS. And until then, we want to be that support for everyone that finds themselves with those words, "You have MS." And because of the donations that we have coming in and the support of our sponsors that continue to happen, we're getting there. We have made so many breakthroughs just in the last 5 years that we didn't have, as you heard Dr. Mankowski say, 20 years ago. So I want to thank everybody that's getting out their phone or getting online to donate. And, if the numbers we put out there were outside of your budget, you still feel compelled to give, donate at any amount that is comfortable for you. Just use that option, because no gift is too big or small to make a difference in this fight against ending MS.
Right. I often find myself just thinking, someday I'm just going to give up my Starbucks coffee and make that donation, just to forego life's daily pleasures and put that towards helping someone else improve their life. So many times people, post on social media that somebody paid their drive-through order and paid it forward. It's a simple gift like that can make a big difference for someone living with MS. It does not have to be hundreds and thousands of dollars. It can be the $5 Starbucks coffee, or the $3, or the $10 drive-through. It can be those small tokens of generosity, seriously.
Absolutely. And we don't know which one of those dollars is going to be that dollar that we funded that finds the cure. And I don't know about you, but I know I'm super excited for the day that everybody across the country is going to stand on some stage somewhere for the best press conference that we could ever have. And it's the day that we get to stand there and say, we have found the cure for MS.
Julie, I'm just seeing these numbers, and we're at 6,500, and that is $1,000 away from our goal. And I am just so excited that we are that close at achieving the goal. I am almost, it's just so exciting to see.
It is. Thank you so much, everyone out there, for your generosity. We know that we wanted to gather in person, and unfortunately, this pandemic decided that it had different plans. We all wanted to ensure that we were safe and to be as healthy as we could be, but to come together and to everybody still make the difference. MS doesn't change and it doesn't stop because of this very strange time that we continue to live through. So I can't say thank you enough to those that have tuned in and those that are donating, making this so close to our goal. And I also think that maybe sharing a little bit of additional information with everyone about our monthly give option that we have. So you can go to our website and you can really sign up for monthly reoccurring gifts. You can choose what that gift is, and you can, have it ACH withdrawn, or you can charge it to your credit card. So there's many ways you can give, and give in a way that is comfortable for you. And once, if you feel like, oh, I just don't have a lot to give, but you have some time, there's lots and lots of places that volunteers are so helpful. And we can't do it without the generosity of supporters and the kindness of the volunteers to make this all work. So a huge shout out to everyone for your continued support and what you do to allow me to get to do what I do every day. I have to say, together we are stronger. And in the last year and a half, that has never been more true.
And not only just financially, but as well, many of the donors tonight that have donated some of the gifts that we're auctioning off in the silent auction, that's also a huge contribution. And also those silent auction baskets also lead to financial contributions. So thank you all very much as well for those donations.
Absolutely. And we have to just do a quick little shout out around those auction items. We have a case of wine. We have bourbon, Blanton's bourbon. I'm learning about bourbon. We also have this awesome OSU basket that has a double signed OSU football.
Oh, wonderful.
Priceless. Has some clothing in there and some other memorabilia. So if you haven't checked out the silent auction, please do so. It's going to close in about 10 minutes. So I hope that everyone is able to find something that will fit their needs and be the highest bidder for those items. And then just as a side note around that, once we get through this evening and into this week, if you are the winner, I will be reaching out to you and we'll make arrangements for you to get your item. So
yeah, we're so close there. So if you don't have the info, it's Columbus, text Columbus DOC to 76278. We're just $499 away from our goal. So it's just so close.
$499
people out there that are just teetering on hitting those text buttons.
Yes. Thank you for the reminder, without a doubt.
Yeah, we want to see those kids living up to those standards of living their best life and living with no limits, as they all quoted in the video, out of the mouths of babes. They definitely were just spot on with, bringing to life all the things that probably their parents have preached to them their entire lives, albeit very short lives. They are definitely getting it at very young ages of, what's really possible when faced with probably the ultimate challenge at very young ages of realizing that, they've got a lot of life left in them and they've got to face it head on, and they're stronger than they think. They really are.
Absolutely. And I just have to think of the parents. I mean, mine's grown up, but I can't imagine having a 6 or a 7-year-old and getting that diagnosis as a parent. You just have to take a gasp. And it's just going to be a wonderful world when we can actually have a cure for MS, and no parent has to hear that with their child of you have MS. But we also know that having that still brings a lot of hope and positivity, because we have made so much progress over the years that we're almost there. This really can be the last chapter of MS. And I hope that we get to close that book very soon.
And I was impressed as well with the ability to get to that diagnosis much faster now versus in the past. I mean, we talk about that 20-year and 10-year progression, but their ability to hone in on knowing that it's MS is much faster. The tools and the efficacy tests are so much more specific now. It's not as much of a guessing game as it has been. I mean, it used to be so much of a, eliminate all these other things and then if all else it's MS, right? And now it's very specific in knowing when it's MS. So I think that's been a very cool journey in learning a lot about our disease state. And that's a lot of the research that's brought us there. So
Absolutely. Sylvia Lowry, 75 years ago. We're so happy for that. I'm looking at this. I'm seeing we are at 95%. I am going to say thank you to everyone one more time and know that that'll be open so you can still do this, but we are going to go ahead and move forward with our program. Thank you so much, everyone, for your generosity.
Thank you.
We are a movement by and for people affected by multiple sclerosis.
Until we end this disease forever,
We will do whatever it takes.
to accelerate breakthroughs.
We believe that we are stronger together.
That nobody should face MS alone.
We will be by your side every step of your journey.
from day one.
We'll be your partner through the challenges.
Sharing ideas and finding solutions.
We believe
That people live better lives
when they are understood and supported.
It's hard to hear.
But you look so good.
When you feel anything but.
Or to feel like MS is the only thing people see.
we will be there for your loved ones so they can be there for you. We'll shine a light on what it means to live with MS.
Till the rest of the world understands.
We believe that everyone deserves affordable medications.
A doctor who knows MS.
And a healthcare system that puts you first.
You should never have to choose
between paying your bills
and getting the care you need.
We will make sure your voice is heard loud
and clear.
We'll be your champion
from the halls of Congress
to City Hall.
We believe that you should be able to plan for the next 10 years.
Even the next 10 minutes.
Without MS getting in the way.
Complex problems take many solutions.
Coming together in just the right way.
We'll be there to help you piece it all together.
We'll work every day
so you can get what you want from life.
Even while living with this disease.
We believe that no one else should have to face the fear
and uncertainty
of an MS diagnosis.
And that those that have MS
should get back what they've lost.
Curing this disease
takes a global effort.
We will fund the most
promising leads
and gather the brightest minds
to find a cure
as fast as possible.
We'll be unrelenting
until the very
end.
We believe that we all have something to contribute.
Whether it's time,
money,
connections,
or sheer passion,
there is strength
in numbers.
We're calling on you to join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Find your place in this movement.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
Together, we will create a world free of MS.
Thank you everyone here tonight for joining the movement. So now is the time of the evening that we've all been waiting for, and that is to celebrate our 2021 honorees.
The Philanthropic Partner in Care Award honors leaders in the MS movement that are going above and beyond to make a difference in the lives of people with multiple sclerosis. The Philanthropic Partner in Care is a representative of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society and reflects the organization's values, ideals, objectives, and mission to stop the progression of disease, restore lost function, and end MS forever. This award brings status, inspiration, and motivation to the event. The Philanthropic Partner in Care actively engages with the MS Society and community at large. The awardee, if it is a health system, should be a registered partner in care with the National MS Society. The awardee also should be involved in multiple facets of the National MS Society, including but not limited to advocacy, community awareness, funding the mission, and leadership roles within the society. This year, the award goes to the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. I want to tell you a little bit about the MS Center and neurology at OSU. So first about the MS Center. The Multiple Sclerosis and Neuroimmunology Division within the Department of Neurology at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is one of the most advanced and comprehensive programs in all of the United States. It brings together world-renowned clinicians, researchers, and educators who specialize in MS and related diseases, making it a destination center for patients, as well as physicians and researchers from well beyond Central Ohio. At the MS Center, clinical trials of new drugs are underway in both relapsing and progressive MS, including trials of BTK inhibitors. A unique clinical study on the effectiveness of the COVID-19 vaccine in people with MS is still enrolling subjects and has already produced compelling data. The MS Center has introduced a unique quality of life clinic. Patient symptoms are reviewed and a comprehensive multidisciplinary strategic plan is developed to improve the well-being of the patient. The plan is implemented through a multiple sclerosis multidisciplinary symptomatic clinic. So this multidisciplinary symptomatic clinic is staffed by a team of specialists who evaluate and treat a range of MS-related symptoms, including fatigue, depression, cognitive or memory issues, spasticity, imbalance and gait issues, weakness, speech and swallowing difficulties, pain, and bladder problems. Other MS-focused clinics include an MS psychotherapy clinic to promote the mental health and emotional well-being of individuals with MS, an MS fatigue and sleep disorders clinic to assess and treat the causes of fatigue and sleepiness, which are common symptoms in MS, and the neurorheumatology clinic for individuals with neurological complications of rheumatological disorders, which can overlap with MS. The MS Center also offers a specialized MS and neuroimmunology rotation to train medical students and neurology residents about expert diagnosis and treatment of neuroimmunological disorders, and a clinical MS fellowship program to train subspecialists in the field. This year, the OSU Department of Neurology again made the US News and World Report Best Hospitals Honor Roll, ranking number 28 in the nation out of over 4,000 departments. The Neurology and Neurosurgery program was ranked number 1 in the entire Columbus area. The Neurology Department faculty has grown to 58, with 27 faculty hired over the last 2 years, including 4 new MS physician scientists and 4 additional MS researchers. The department has 16 specialty divisions and centers and added 3 additional divisions this year, which are among the first of their kind in the country: Neurology Health Services Research, Neurogenetics, Teleneurology, and Neurohospitalist Medicine. So at this time, I'm delighted to present this MS Society Philanthropic Partner in Care Award to the OSU Wexner Medical Center. Here to accept the award is the OSU Chair of Neurology, Dr. Ben Seagal.
Hello, my name is Dr. Ben Seagal, and I am the Chair of Neurology and the Director of the Neuroscience Research Institute at The Ohio State University. I am also an MS specialist. And on behalf of OSU's MS Center, I am very grateful to receive the Partner in Care Award from the Buckeye chapter of the National MS Society. I and my colleagues have a long relationship with the National MS Society. In fact, at the beginning of my career, I was a recipient of the Harry Weaver Scholar Award. So we are very indebted to the good work that is done by the Buckeye chapter, as well as by chapters nationwide. The MS Center at OSU is growing rapidly. We now have 5 physicians who are dedicated to the diagnosis and care of people with MS and related disorders. We have a robust research program with many active clinical trials and studies, and we're training the next generation of MS physicians through our fellowship and residency programs. We are really invested in this community and in relationships with the National MS Society. So once again, on behalf of the faculty at OSU, our nurses, our nurse practitioners, and our trainees, thank you for this honor. We look forward to future projects and working with you in the years to come.
Hello, I'm John Wells, the incoming chair for the Ohio chapter of the MS Society. This evening, we are honored to present the 2021 Norman Cohen Hope Award to this very deserving member of our community. This award originated in the 1970s. Each year, the Hope Award allows the National MS Society to celebrate the vision of Norman Cohen, a vision of voluntary action and of hope for the future. This year's recipient personifies that vision with her outstanding philanthropic, community service, and volunteer leadership. Her dedication and support to finding a cure for MS through research and supporting those with MS along their MS journey is filled with passion and commitment. She is a difference maker with a vision of a world free of MS. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Tess Galvin on the honor of receiving the 2021 Norman Cohen Hope Award. Congratulations, Tess.
Thank you so much. I am honored to accept this award myself and on behalf of Brexton. I first became acquainted with the National MS Society in 2015 when my son was diagnosed. And I did what any mother would do. I first asked God to not let it progress while I went to work. I started to learn everything I could about this disease and everything I could do about this disease. And the MS Society had everything I needed, all the information, and they were set up so I could easily do fundraisers. So I enlisted my family and friends to start the MS walks, which are so fun and also for a great cause. I've been supporting the Dinner of Champions, which I always learn something there from the neurologists, the doctors, people that they interview. I like supporting the MS Society because they fund research, and research, I think, is what is actually going to get us over this disease. I feel as though there's a cure on the horizon. And I remember being at Dinner of Champions when Ocrevus was first approved, and one of the doctors saying it was the first time that he could actually tell his patients there was something out there that could really help them. I love that, and that keeps us going. Another thing is Patrick's neurologist, when he was first diagnosed, said, and this will always stick with me, this disease will not define you, and it hasn't. I would like to thank Brexton. They have always believed in giving back to the community and have always had a giving plan. And in 2015, they added the MS Society, which I am grateful. In closing, I'd like to just remind doctors and neurologists to keep encouraging and giving hope to their patients. And if you're a researcher, keep going. And if you're a mom, keep praying. Thank you.
Congratulations to our 2021 honorees. Dr. Seagal and Tess, you truly are deserving. So I have a big, important special announcement that I would like to share with everyone. If I had a drum roll, please. $7,751. Yay. Thank you so
Made it.
much for helping us reach our goal.
Excellent.
We are stronger together, and I am confident that this will be our last chapter for MS.
Thank you, everyone. Woo!
Well, as we come to the end of our evening, I really want to thank all of you for joining us. Your continued support and generosity is what gives us hope that we really will have a world free of MS. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.